Assalamualaikum and hello to Sir Muhammad Zulfazli. I hope this message find you well. My name is Nurul Farahin binti Edi. I will present to you about sea transportation. Okay, sea transportation is one of the most important modes of transport in the world because it supports international trade and economic development. Okay, first of all, I will explain to you about the introduction of sea transportation. Like what I said before, sea transportation is one of the important mode of transportation. Okay, sea transportation refers to the movement of passenger and cargo across oceans, seas, and waterways using ships and vessels. Okay, it is known as the backbone of global trade because more than 80% of world trade is transported by sea. Sea transport is important because it can carry large quantities of goods at lower cost compared to other mode of transport, for example, air transport. Okay, next we move to the research and analysis about the characteristics, advantages, and disadvantages. Okay, sea transportation has several important characteristics. First, it has high cargo capacity because ships can carry containers, oil, vehicles, and bulk goods in one trip. Second, it is cost effective for long distance transportations. However, sea transport is lower compared to air transport, and delivery may take several days or weeks. Okay, sea transportation has several advantages. First, it offers lower transportation costs compared to other modes of transport, especially for bulky and heavy goods. Second, ships have a high carrying capacity. It's allowing large quantities of cargo to be transported at one time. In addition, sea transportation provides strong international connectivity because it links countries and continents through global trade routes. However, sea transportation also has some disadvantages. One major disadvantage is the slow transit time, as shipping goods by sea usually takes longer than air or land transport. Besides that, weather conditions such as storms and rock seas can cause the delays in delivery schedules. Furthermore, sea transportation can contribute to environmental problems, including marine pollution caused by oil spills and harmful emissions from ships. Okay, next about infrastructure and networks of sea transportations. Okay, Malaysia has many important ports and shipping networks that contribute significantly to the country's economy and international trade activities. Some of major ports in Malaysia include Port Klang, Port of Tanjung Pelepas, Penang Port, Kuantan Port, and Bintulu Port. These ports play an important role in supporting Malaysia's import and export activities by handling large volumes of cargo and connecting the countries to international markets. In addition, there are several important global shipping routes connected to Malaysia, such as the Asia-Europe route, the Trans-Pacific routes, and the Strait of Malacca. The Strait of Malacca is one of the busiest shipping routes in the world because many international trade ships pass through it every day. Therefore, it plays a very important role in global trade and transportation. Okay, next, policy of sea transportation. There are several important policies and regulations related to sea transportation in Malaysia. One of them is the Merchant Shipping Ordinance 1952, which focuses on ship registration, maritime safety, and compliance with shipping regulations. Another important policy is the National Shipping and Port Policy, which aims to promote port modernization and improve the integration between sea transportation and land transport system. In addition, the cabotage policy was introduced to support Malaysian shipping companies by giving priority to local operators in domestic shipping activities. Green ports initiatives have also been implemented to encourage environmentally friendly port operations and reduce the negative impact of shipping activities on the environment. Furthermore, the National Transport Policy 2019 until 2030 focus on improving Malaysia's transportation system by enhancing port infrastructure, encourage the digitalization, and strengthen logistic competitiveness. These policies and regulations are important in ensuring that Malaysia's sea transportation sector remains efficient, safe, and competitive at the international level. Issues and challenges. Sea transportation also faces many challenges. One major issue is port congestions, especially busy ports with high cargo volumes. Another challenge is piracy and maritime security threats in certain shipping routes. Environmental pollution is also a concern because ships can produce emissions and oil spills that damage marine ecosystems. Besides that, ports and ships require high infrastructure and maintenance costs to operate efficiently. Okay, move to the stakeholders. There are different stakeholders involved in sea transportation. Government agencies such as the Ministry of Transport and the Marine Department of Malaysia are responsible for policy, safety, and port development. Transport operators such as shipping companies and port operators manage cargo transportation and logistics service. Passengers, consumers, environmental groups, and local communities are also stakeholders because they are directly affected by sea transportation activities. Okay, next we move to the case study. I choose the Port of Tanjung Pelepas. Port of Tanjung Pelepas, also known as PTP, is located in Johor and is one of Malaysia's major transshipment hubs. It is strategically located near the Strait of Malacca, which is one of the busiest shipping routes in the world. PTP is connected to global shipping networks such as Maersk and MSC. It improves cargo handling efficiency, supports international trade, and creates job opportunity for Malaysians. However, PTP also faces several challenges such as port congestions, competition with Singapore port, pollution rising, operational costs, and weather disruptions. Okay, in conclusion, sea transportation is very important for global trade and Malaysia's economic growth. It provides lower transportation costs, high cargo capacity, and strong international connectivity. However, challenges such as delays, pollution, and piracy must be managed properly. With strong policies, modern infrastructure, and sustainable practices, sea transportation can continue to grow efficiently in the future. Thank you. That's all from me.